All right, Anthony Rumble Johnson talking about making a UFC comeback already? You didn't even fucking cool the jets off. You didn't even let the fucking engine cool off. You didn't even take 6 months off and relax. Anthony Rumble Johnson, they're saying that he's coming back to heavyweight now. He said each fight needs specific preparation, getting ready to shock the world with my big man. Are you fucking kidding me? This is what I'm gonna say about this. Give me 1 second. I need to bring up something really quickly. I mean, what the fuck's the point of crying after the match and giving up in the match and saying, you know, I'm gonna go, oh my god, I'm gonna just retire. I'm tired of touching sweaty men all day. I'm tired of wrestling. And I was like, dude, quit fucking acting like you're fucking you're doing something gay or homophobic. Or I didn't even like how he was saying that shit. That shit was very odd to me for him to be a wrestler's entire life and all that. And he always says that. Oh, I'm tired of wrestling men. I'm tired of touching sweaty men. It's the same shit like Bob Arum said about UFC fighters. Oh, UFC fighters are all KKK and fucking skinheads that are gay. And it's like, what the fuck are you even, like, how do you even come up with shit like that? Give me a second. I'm bringing up these rankings because, I mean, Anthony Johnson, man, like, what the fuck's the point of the commotion? He couldn't just be a quitter. He had to fucking add this fucking stupid storyline. I think he found out real quick that the fucking weed shop wasn't gonna make him a millionaire overnight. Let's get into it. Now, listen. If we're talking about Anthony Johnson, 205 pounds, can't beat DC. Alexander Gustafsson, who gives a fuck? He already beat Jimmy. He already beat Alex. He already beat Glover. Vulcan, he's a guy that's whatever. Mauricio Shogun Hua. None of these guys could beat Anthony Rumble Johnson except for John Jones and DC. So in other words, he'll never be a champion. We already saw him fight DC twice. We already saw him lose to DC twice. John Jones probably would never fight Anthony Johnson because Anthony Johnson's gonna have to go get a guaranteed 2 wins before another title shot, maybe a third, for anyone to even be interested after seeing this guy lose 2 title shots already. With that being said, shit just got interesting if he's willing to go to heavyweight. Anthony Johnson knocks out Stefan Struve. Anthony Johnson knocks out Travis Brown. Anthony Johnson knocks out Alexander Volkov. Anthony Johnson knocks out Derek Lewis for sure. Anthony Johnson knocks out Mark Hunt. Anthony Johnson versus Francis. Hella question marks going off. My spider senses is tingling right there on that one. I'm gonna leave that one as the only person where I'm like, I'm interested in to see. I would be interested to see that fight. Hey, what did Black B say? Derek Lewis, man, black on black crime right there. Francis versus AJ. That shit'll be epic. Anthony Johnson will literally knock out Junior Dos Santos. That motherfucking chin has been tested, rattled, and that motherfucker's hanging on by a string at this point. Anthony Johnson versus Alistair Overeem. A prime and ready Anthony Johnson will literally blitz Alistair while he's sitting back trying to be strategic, and he will beat him. I think so. AJ. Anthony Johnson versus Kane. Kane beats AJ, but Kane can't even make it out the fucking door without a cane these days. You know what I mean? So, with that being said, Kane has back issue, neck issues. Dana White said this motherfucker couldn't even turn his neck left to right. That's the part I'm not laughing about. I'm like, damn, that sounds like some shit that's gonna be with him. That sounds like a guy that doesn't treat his injuries too. When you're too tough for your own good. Babe, I'm not going to the fucking doctor. Honey, go to the doctor. No. I want to just relax. And then you go to the gym the next morning and people are fucking gripping and twisting on your neck and choking your ass out, and your neck is just getting more fucked up. It's building up scar tissue around everything that's injured, and you're not addressing it. And then the doctor finally does an x-ray. He's like, dude, you have like fucking an inch of scar tissue on a very fucking delicate area right here. We can't take that shit out now. I don't think Kane's going to be fighting in 2018. Let's put it that way. He'll come back in the fall. He'll look like shit, or he might look great. And everybody say, oh, Kane's back. But then as usual, Kane will be back to the fucking couch. Kane's not gonna have a UFC career anymore. It's done. I'm telling you right now. He might fight one time in 2018. I would literally bet $1,000 that Kane doesn't fight one time in 2019. There's no fucking way. There's no fucking way. This motherfucker's hanging apart. I mean, he's breaking apart. That's what I meant. Now, Anthony Johnson beats Fabricio Verdum. Anthony Johnson versus Stipe is the fight to make. Anthony Johnson versus Stipe is a fight to make. Now, guys, listen to me. There's no one in the heavyweight division that's interesting. Francis versus AJ, fight doesn't do numbers. Fight doesn't headline shit. You do Anthony Johnson coming out of so-called retirement. You know, but this is the part when people are too damn stupid. Like, Anthony Johnson needs to make this fight behind the scenes with Stipe. He needs to say, hey, man, I'm going to be at such and such, dude. Let's set up and make this money fight right now, Stipe. You're the champion. You're the heavyweight champion. You just got a new contract. I'm coming back. The fans love me. The fans love you. We could do a little ruckus, and we could sell this fucking fight. And that'll be the biggest fight that the UFC can make outside of Conor McGregor being attached to some shit. That'll be an absolutely huge fight. Anthony Johnson, Stipe, they get into a little shoving match. Then, you know, Dana White says, hey, man, these guys really don't like each other. As you can see, I don't know what the fuck that was about. Stipe puts out his statement. Anthony Johnson puts out his statement. Dana White goes on Colin Cowherd and says, hey, you know what? We need to book this fucking fight. These are two big men. These are two motherfuckers that throw hands, and these guys don't like each other. This is the fight that we're doing next. But, you know, who the fuck am I? I'm just some fucking couch potato keyboard warrior, right? If Anthony Johnson's coming back, AJ, the 205 division's dead for you. There's nothing interesting. Now, if we're talking about the heavyweight division, there's just nothing. There's nothing. Either you fight Stipe, but I know AJ's not willing to do the legwork to make that shit special or make it fun. AJ versus Fabricio, nobody cares about that. AJ versus Kane, nobody cares about that, and he would lose that fight because he'll give up. And then AJ versus Francis, it's just a bad climate for that fight right now. Francis is too new. He's on the come up. Nobody will want to see it. AJ's acting like he has something fucking special here. I don't know if he's going to try to box fucking Anthony Joshua in a boxing match. I'm not quite sure. Right now, he's training with this big motherfucker that's like 6'7", I believe, and a world-class kickboxer. So, apparently he's training for something. I thought you were into the marijuana business in Canada with his new shop and all that shit. Apparently, that shit's not running as smoothly as he thought. I don't know what else to say. Man, fuck it. It is what it is. Let me know what you think in the comments.